Dillio T2K.com. What's up? All right, so what we're going to talk about is the Impact drum machine and the pattern generator in Studio One 4.
Dillio T2K.
So I'm going to take one of the clips, I won't say clips, but kits, which can be found in the browser, Instrument Personas, Impact. Going to take that, going to drag that over here. Right, and we get an empty thing. Looks familiar, kind of look like MPC. You got, let's see, 8 banks there. I'm going to drag the atmospheric chill, and I'm just going to drag that into the instrument, and I want it to load it up. So now we got, okay, so you got some sounds there. Now, one of the things you want to know, if you want to work with the pattern generator, you do have to have a clip there, because if I right click in this region, I can't create any patterns. Of course, you can play MIDI off your MIDI keyboard or drum pads, which is cool. But if you want to start using a pattern generator, what you got to do is click inside of that region, and it'll give you like a 1-bar loop there. And then inside of that, you right click that region, go to event, and instrument parts, and click on pattern. Boom. So now we got all the sounds here. We got a familiar grid look there. So let's add some sounds. And the cool thing is about Impact is that it integrates into Studio One so well that you got all the stereo buses here. And they kind of separate out. They're already assigned to different buses and outputs. So as you can see there, you got 16 stereo buses and 16 mono channels there. So you can really assign these sounds to whatever you want. So let's get back to the pattern. I'm going to double click there. I'm on the pattern, and I'm just going to click in the pattern. So I'm going to let it play. And as you continue, you can build different sounds there. So I'm just clicking some sounds there. And then as you click that, you got these different patterns here. So I can click that. And if I want to do the same there, I can do that. And then if I want to shift the notes one grid to the side, I can do that. And I can go to the mix and kind of bring that down a little bit. Click back on the pattern. You know, just keep adding sounds in there. And it should trigger the sounds. And you can add more sounds, so which is pretty cool. Well, let's go a little further. So we're going to start doing some trapping. So we got the kick hitting. I always like to keep my kicks hot. So let's play with that. So let's reduce the probability of that first kick drum right there by hitting it to 40% or 39%. So what's going to happen every time it comes back, it may or may not trigger that sound there, which enables you to kind of freak out a little bit of what's going to happen randomly, which I like it because it kind of adds a little bit of variation. So as you can see, the pattern doesn't exactly repeat the same way that it did before. So let's add a little bit of trap action going on. So a little repeat. And repeat kind of ratchets or repeats the note inside the step. And it does it from 1 to 10. So if I go to 10, you're going to hear it kind of blur together. So I'm going to break it down to 4. So it's kind of easy to kind of do a lot of trap stuff. And you can mix it up right there between. And you just continue to build. All right. So what I can also do is I can copy this variation. The patterns are determined by variation over here to the left. I'll duplicate that. And let's say I want to clear out the kick drum for variation 2. So I highlight that kick drum, click the 0 notes right there, right? And so now you have no notes being triggered there, but we still have them on pattern 1 right here. And maybe on this one, I don't want the trap sounds or the repeating sounds, so I can clear that down a little bit. Or make them maybe go like 1, or just kind of make it. And then come back to variation 1. Alright, so you have those there. You got different velocities that you can add to that. So maybe I can go to another pattern and do all kick drums. And maybe mess with the velocity so it kind of rises up. Let's hear how that sounds real quick. You're going to hear the kick drum go from quiet to loud. And also you can tell by the color and the brightness. So let's go ahead and try to create a pattern with that. So what I'm going to hit D, and I'm going to duplicate this. And we'll start off with variation 3. Click on here. Then you can select the different variations. They're all stored in over here. They correlate. Start off with that beat there, then go here, variation number 2, and then come back to 1, and then we can duplicate this pattern again and go to variation 3. All right, we'll zoom out, take a look at all that together, and then now I can bring that loop out, and let's hear our result. From the top, of course. Make sure you get your loop region there. And let's check out what we got. Variation 2, coming back to variation 1. All right, so that is the pattern generator for the impact. Of course, this can be used for pretty much anything that represents the notes there. You also have kind of like a musical one there that you can mess with. And obviously these represent the musical notes. Kind of the same way MPC represents MIDI notes as well. So, and the cool thing is if you have a synthesizer on this kind of arrangement, you can then do the same thing with probability of that note, the repetitions of that note, and the velocity. So all that is there. Okay. So I hope this helps you. I hope this sheds some light on the pattern generator. If you're using Studio One 4, which is I think one of the latest features that they put on there. I'm excited about it, and I think you should be too. All right, if you have any other questions or comments, make sure you hit subscribe on the video, like the video, share it, and also voice your comments on the video below. All right, take care. Peace out.